Hello, I am back with another live. I will give you a moment or three to come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Well, welcome to today's live. And hi, Gabriella. You're like the only one here. We have an interesting topic today. And from the title, hi. Hello, everyone. So, from the title, here's what happens at your dream weight. Life after you hit your goal. Does everything magically change? What's it going to be like? You could think of this as a motivational kind of video, an eye-opening video, podcast, talk, speech, listen, because there's pros and there's cons. Depends on how you treat the journey, what your destination will turn into. I will say there are a lot more pros than cons when you reach your destination, your goal weight, your dream weight, the number on the scale that just was your end all be all. Okay. And a wonderful person had left a question that I'm going to get into for the remainder of this video. I'm coming on early. I know some people ain't made it home from work yet, but let's jump into it. First off, hi, I'm Colleen. I've lost over 67 pounds in 8 months using alternate day fasting. Due to that, I created a guide. This is the Fast to Feast ADF guide, created by yours truly, me. It's your end all be all to start alternate day fasting to get your life on track and binge eating and finally get the weight loss you have craved forever. I have been trying to lose weight since I was age 10 and nothing actually stuck until I started doing alternate day fasting. And for those who are interested, I have an alternate day fasting group on Facebook. It's free 99, free 99. And you could check out the link down below. And here's the link if you're interested in the book. I have an ebook and I have a physical book. I love a good physical book to reference, flip back and forth, highlight, markup. So if you're interested, I have that. But I also have the ebook if you want it quick, fast, in a hurry. That option is available. I'm coming home from work and I was like, let me just knock this out real quick because I know there's some people that want to join early and they're in England like T and she always has to go to bed. So let's get into it. I'm going to put up the question I was asked and I thought it was a wonderful question. You are making your childhood self proud. So that is healing. Yeah, that is so healing. Yeah. Always good to satisfy the little child in us, right? Oh, shell made alive. Ew. Okay, I know it's not like this is the biggest I could get it, but okay. So Sereno asked a wonderful question. Sereno 3126. She said, "Can you talk about the fears that come up when thinking about losing weight as a form of protection? How being skinny comes with its own set of issues, haters, getting hit on more, being more of a target for men, how to overcome these, how to get comfortable with getting attention from becoming more attractive when you really aren't comfortable getting attention." Now, that was a hell of a question, and that's why I had to make it a hell of a video. But it's a valid point because I think so many of us have spent so long in um like get journey mode that we never actually thought about, oh, wait, when we get there. And even if you're close to it and things on you are have changed drastically, who are you? Are you happy with where you've come from? Are you happy in this new body? Are you comfortable in this new body? So I don't think we think as much as we should about the outcome. We just know that we have a number in mind, and this number means happy. I think a lot of people just, that's why the scale is like public enemy number one and the end all be all for some people, because this number, F what the mirror is saying, screw the pant size, the number, okay? This dream weight. What is my dream weight? Tell me in the chat what your dream weight is. But um at this point, I'm currently like, I think I'm like 189, 190. I haven't weighed myself in a minute. I'm 5'10". I'm athletically built, which means I am strong. And I would be super happy at 170. 170 would be wonderful. I've been there before. I've been 170 in my early 20s. Um, I was broke, had a part-time late shift job, and I was smoking weed, honestly, to be honest with you, which eradicated my appetite for some reason. And sometimes I was even too sleepy to even um eat coming home from work. I was too broke to afford transportation, so I mainly walked everywhere. And as a treat to myself, I would buy a McChicken and small fries because that's all I could afford. And that was and that was me at 170. It was what a time. But yeah, once again, that was my early 20s. And I think I would look amazing there. I would have shedded a lot of excess fat. I would have probably no rolls at that point. Um, but at this weight, I'm quite comfortable and I'm lean. I'm leaner now than I was at 170. But it would be nice. It would be nice to see what I would, this is just, for reference, my beginning, my before and after. Oops. And that was me at my heaviest, and that was me like over the weekend, literally this weekend. So let's break down this question. The fears that come up when thinking about losing weight as a form of protection. The fears that come up. I am 5'10". I think it's important to always focus on the health aspect, right? Of course, being healthy is great. Looking good is even better. The goal should be, if it's not health, is to look good. Whatever good looks like to you. To me, I look good. I look good. I'm quite pleased. And that's why I'm not breaking my neck to get to 170. If it happens, it happens. I'm not really doing anything excessive to get there because I'm quite happy with how I look at this present moment with the incorporation of exercise. And this is why I said exercise is key. Like, diet will help you look good in clothes. Exercise will help you look good naked. All right. And it'll shed those extra inches. But when I was losing weight, I didn't have any fears because I never thought it would happen, honestly. Have you ever tried to start one of your random weight loss diet programs and just knew, like, I'll just try? But in the back of your head, you're like, yeah, I know this isn't going to happen. So I never prepared for an ending When I did alternate day fasting, I had no clue it was going to work. I had at at that point when you're losing weight for so long, when I was losing weight for majority of my life, okay, since age 10, it was part of my identity to be on a weight loss journey. Like, have you ever just always been losing weight your your entire life? Like, it's wild, and it's a crazy way to live your life. So, getting to a point, I'll talk about how life has been for me personally after losing over 60 pounds. Okay, so you can see in this picture. Um, I don't know her. I don't know who she over there is. And it's kind of weird because I really do disassociate from that part of my life because it was so, I wouldn't say traumatic, but I was rock bottom. And you can see that I am wearing every ounce of my trauma during that um, low point in my life. I was very inflamed. And if you didn't check out the previous live, You're Not Fat, You're Inflamed, I talk about the effects of alternate day fasting and helping with inflammation. As you can see, I was heavy and I wasn't necessarily fat, but you could tell I'm puffy, which is inflammation. Nothing looked good on me. That was a big deal. That was a big deal. I was tired of looking frumpy and I was doing everything in my power to look as feminine as I could because I've maybe since 2018 I had been going through a femininity journey where I wanted to learn to exude more feminine energy, carry myself in a more feminine manner, and dress outwardly more femininely. So I started wearing a lot more skirts, a lot more cute tops, and that kind of stuff. Being conscious with makeup and jewelry. The thing about being fat is I find you do more when you're fatter. And what I mean by that is I felt like I had to do extra to be acceptable. My hair had to be on point. My nails needed to be done. The makeup had to like look stunning. Every earring needed to be in its hole. Okay. Clothes needed to be pressed. Everything needed to look on point. Whereas girl over there on the right hand side, me now, um, she's she's comfortable. She's comfortable. Is she perfect? God no. But boy, she better than the girl on the left. And as you can see, in that party, that picture, I went to a party, a little backyard party. No, it wasn't a backyard party. It was at a club, but it was like outside, right? And I have on a dress, a little denim dress, got my bikini little top, and I'm rocking a New York cap. And I felt super feminine. Now, you wouldn't think that rocking a baseball cap and looking a little like edgy, I guess, would exude femininity. But when the body's set up right, you could get away with a lot. Ask the IG baddies, ask them. When the body's set up nicely, you can get away with a lot. You could get away with um, not being as put together. You know, sometimes you look cute in a little two-piece sweatsuit set, you know? And you don't feel the need to always have everything on point. I remember this girl on Instagram when I used to be on Instagram, and she was plus size when she started her content. She was super overweight, maybe 250, and she was short. She was such a colorful she was literally like a walking caricature. She was this pretty black girl. She was super colorful. All of her content was very colorful, and she was like a fashion girly. Everything she wore was just exaggerated. She had the super long nails and they were super colorful. And she had fanny packs. She always wore a fanny pack and it was multicolored. Her hair was teal. It used to be pink with an orange streak. The lashes used to be out to here. Okay. She was just a walking caricature. The pants used to be black and white. It was like Beetlejuice. She was doing the most, but she had an audience, and a plus size audience at that, that found inspiration in her content. Because at that time, plus size girlies weren't getting the attention they wanted, right? Fast forward, she started a weight loss journey. And I'll never forget, and I always reference her as my example for doing the most to doing the least means being more comfortable in your body. Yes, 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 you're right, she. Yes, yeah, pink, something, Miss Think Pink or something like that. You're right. Yes, Sheena. Don't say nothing. But I wasn't supposed to confirm that actually. But she started a weight loss journey. And as she lost weight, the nonsense got lost with her, right? So all of a sudden, she wasn't rocking this colorful hair. She started embracing her natural hair color, which is, like black on black women. She started making more pictures without a full face of makeup. She started simplifying her everyday garments on her pic, like because the body was doing more talking. She didn't have to do the theatrics with the extras. And month after month after month, she used her, yeah, exactly. Month after month after month, she used her fanny pack almost like waist beads. So she never altered the fanny pack. She just wanted to use the fanny pack as an indicator for how small her waist was getting. And each month, we just saw more and more of her and less of what she was hiding behind. When you're when you're fat, it is what it is. If it triggers you, then that is on you. That really is. When you're fat, we hide in different ways. We either cover up and don't want to be seen completely. We hide under large, shapeless garments or layers of clothing, and that's fine. That's fine. Or we can hide behind theatrics, colorful hair, long lashes, extreme nails, like just being the most. And that is also a way of hiding. Don't look at my body. Don't look at this double chin. Don't look at my bingo wings. Look at this. Look at everything else. It's a distraction. And when you lose weight and start getting into that place of, I'm really liking what I'm seeing in the mirror, what happens is you become yourself. I have never been more in myself than I've ever been before, because I'm able to exude that freely without, I feel, judgment. I can get away with it. I personally, and that's up to you what you decide is your happy place with your body. It doesn't look one way. I'll tell you what my ideal body type was. Ideally, and I reached maybe like 31 and I was like, okay, get over it. I've always wanted to be dainty, petite, short, tiny, swan like That was, to me, that was the epitome of femininity. Meanwhile, that person with that body type could be looking at me and be like, God, I would love to be tall. I would love to be athletic. I would love to have strong shoulders. I wish my thighs could crush a head, you know? So the number doesn't matter. It's the body type you want, but you also have to come to grips with the body type you have. But all that to say, it's fun on the end of the rainbow. It's fun. It is really fun. I need you to know that any efforts you're making towards losing weight, any efforts, whether it's starting a new exercise routine, extending your fast another hour, um, changing your eating, making sure you're getting whole foods, any efforts you're making towards being healthier and looking healthier is worth it. I'm gonna need you to know it's worth it. I'm gonna say something controversial. I'm going to say something controversial. Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. All right. And you could take skinny and do with it what you want. Insert appropriate word there. But it tastes delicious on this end. Okay. It didn't taste so good looking at 245. It wasn't. It wasn't happy. It wasn't good. It wasn't fun. Every time you sabotage yourself, every time you decide to break the fast, every time you decide you're not. Oh, really? Oh, God. Sorry. My FaceTime. Ew. Hold on, because I'd be popular nowadays. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I didn't expect that. Every time you sabotage yourself and push yourself away, further away from your goal, you are saying subconsciously to yourself, you're saying, self, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to be happy. I don't deserve to not reach my destination. I don't quite like happiness and success. I'm actually quite fine with mediocrity. That's what sabotage and delaying the process represents. Okay? Whether you know it or not, that's what it is subconsciously telling yourself. Because for me, personally, there's no reason it should have took me decades to lose that weight. There's no reason. Um, I can't exactly pinpoint what it was that finally got me on track. I guess I just found something that worked. And since I'm a black or white person, all or nothing, in or out, the fact that I could eat and not eat every other day worked fine with me. I didn't have to shop. I didn't have to find a grocery list. I didn't have to plan. I didn't need any crazy supplements. I didn't need an injection. I didn't need a prescription. I just chose not to eat for the day, wake up, and eat what I would like for the day. And do that consistently until months later, yes, months, not weeks, not hours, months later, I accumulated 60 pounds of weight loss, because weight loss is an accumulation. There are people that are on it for 3 weeks and think that they should have lost 20 pounds. And That's also sabotage. I need you to know that's also sabotage. Because nobody in their right mind gained the weight, gained 20 pounds in 3 weeks. So why would you put yourself under that pressure, under that time constraint to lose a significant amount of weight in such a short time and then be mad about it when you step on the scale? You tell me that's not self-sabotage. Why? Why do you choose to prolong the process that is genuinely, it's not easy, but it's very simple? It sounds like self-sabotage. It sounds like fear of success, because we already know we can fail. So you're not fearing failure. You are used to it. It's the fear of success. Like, oh my God, who am I if I'm not losing weight? Who am I if I'm not counting calories? Who am I if I'm not tracking? What's my identity without chasing the scale, chasing numbers, chasing this dream weight? What if I actually get there and I realize it didn't solve all my problems? What if I reach this dream weight and I'm still unhappy with my life? I'm still unhappy with myself. I still have self loathing. I didn't get the man. I didn't get the job. I didn't get the house. I didn't get the dream. What if? And then who do I have to blame if it's not my weight? I think a lot of us need to come to that realization that sometimes reaching your dream weight won't solve everything, but that's the beauty of the journey. The journey is supposed to teach us these little minuscule life lessons every day. The days where you're on your fast and you're about to break it, and you decide, hey, just one more hour, just another hour, and then I could go to bed. You have practiced willpower. Take that life lesson with you. The day where you are feasting, and instead of a stack of pancakes, you decided to get an egg white omelet with tomatoes and basil and load it up on protein. And now you're practicing proper fueling, which will help heal your relationship with food, because now you're eating to satiety and nourishing your body and building respect instead of dumping garbage in it. Little life lesson. The day that you decided you're going to look in the mirror and be really content putting on that dress you haven't worn for a minute and seeing that it zips up a little higher, that's self-love. The day that you decide, hey, this date isn't treating me well, and I know I'm pretty much out of his league. Self-value. All of these things are happening during the journey. Okay? All of these things are happening. We have just thought about the here and then the end. It's microwave instant gratification. I'm fat now. Here's the end. I don't want to think about the middle because it's too hard. But it's in the middle that we do the growth. We do what's needed to require maintenance, because you can't do ADF forever. ADF is not forever. Okay? You have to learn the skills in order to live life without this crutch. Surprisingly, I have. I really am shocked and surprised at myself. I don't know why I'm still surprised. I guess because I've struggled for so long. But here's some fun things that I've learned during after the weight loss, right? I'll just switch out the pic. Bam. Okay. So that's my before and that's my after. Shopping is fun. Okay. I need you to know how fun shopping will be. Shopping will be so fun. Okay. It is a great feeling when you can shop in Shein large. Not the curve section, just the L. Ooh, the options. I love the options. All right. It's a really fun feeling when you could buy something oversized and it's truly oversized, like you're swimming in it. You feel like Ariana Grande minus the home wrecking. You just swimming in it. You just feel petite. Love that for you. All right. Um, exercising is a lot easier. Exercising is a lot easier when you've lost the weight. I have a much better time doing Pilates, walking faster, running after my kids. Like those things matter. Getting up off the couch. It's the little things in life, I swear. Like getting up off the couch. I used to roll up off the couch. Like, oh, who wants to make noise every time they move? That is when I tell you that's not cute. Making noise every time you move. It's not. If you are making noise every time you move, we need to improve your fitness, whether you're skinny or fat. All right. Let's bring that back up. I don't even know why I took it off. Let me change it out. What else? I'm going to be honest and say that people, the halo effect is real. The halo effect after weight loss is real. People are much nicer to you. You are definitely seen. And it's you get things. You get things. You are open to a lot more opportunity. And people just think you're nicer, even if you're mean. Like the prettiness. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Of course, never be mean. But like even if you were like catty or something, if your personality was just a little on the rude side, they'd still like, oh, like to them, you're just on this pedestal that you didn't ask to be on. It's weird. Um, Let me go back to that question and start answering it. How being skinny comes with its own set of issues. Just y'all, when I've been overweight all my life like that, I want to be MAGA. Skin tea, okay? Um, I'm not skinny. I'm definitely more fit, leaner. Laura Rocio said she's always cold. I did watch a TikTok video that said she's always cold. Any any issues with being thinner? I guess my biggest issue is just being scared to lose it all. That would be my issue, because when you taste what it's like on this side of the rainbow, like, oh my God, I love it here, you will do anything to just maintain it. And maintenance is harder than the weight loss itself. My lowest on ADF was 179, and I'm currently 189. And I've been this weight for the past about like year and a half now. So, and I've even gone up to 203 and lost it and came back down. So it's a fine balance to stay in Shangri-La. My biggest fear is gaining it back. And although I have the tool, which is, alternate day fasting, that I now have a condition which prevents me from prolonged fasting because it causes jaundice. And that is a hereditary issue for me. So I really don't have that to depend on, or I would have been 170 by now. Honestly, I would have been 170 if I did not have to stop alternate day fasting. I would have been 170 because I was already 179. Can you imagine? But that's my only issue. It's fun on this side. I have no problems. Um, but here's something that you might want to consider: loose skin. For some, you may not experience this. You may be doing true fasting where autophagy is kicking in and eating up any excess cells and making your skin tight and taut and beautiful. And then there's people who are doing the treat fasting who are not exactly experiencing autophagy. And it's treat fasting, it would be almost like extremely low calorie diet, honestly. To be honest, treat fasting is like a low calorie diet because you are triggering insulin, which is triggering cravings. You're bearing through it. You're not getting the autophagy. Um, you're kicking in and out of sugar burning and fat burning. So it's a little more wear and tear, a little more difficult than just like strict fasting where it's just water, tea, coffee. And even those are triggers for me when I was fasting. I had to just dry fast. Dry fasting is also a thing, but um, you can experience loose skin. I naturally, genetically, have poor skin elasticity. I have thin skin. I have thin skin, and I know I do because I passed it down to my youngest son. He also has my skin like I'm very, like I don't have good collagen. That's why I'm always like inhaling collagen. So my tummy, I got mommy tummy. I've had 2 pregnancies. I've lost a considerable amount of weight numerous times actually. So that stretching and contracting, expanding and contracting has stretched out my skin. Um, I got my boobs done. In case you didn't know, I got my boobs done. You see them tickle bitties over there? I lost all the weight. I was a 38H, lost the weight, got down to a 36D. For my birthday, I got a mastopexy, a breast lift, and still a 36D. Just removed excess skin tissue. If I were to do one more surgery, I would absolutely get a tummy tuck. Absolutely. Um, is it that serious? No. But if I were, that's what I would do. Because it would be nice to have a flat stomach because I could see the outline of abs. And I have abs. Um, It's just covered by loose skin. Not even fat, just loose skin. So that is a reality. When you lose weight, you can have excess skin. I have an entire video dedicated to my breast um, reduction. Reduction. It wasn't a reduction. It was just a breast lift. But that's a real thing. Okay. So those are my two things. Gaining it back, loose skin are the only issues I've ever encountered with being skinty. All right. So Sereno says haters getting hit on more and being more of a target for men. Let's talk about haters. For me personally, I have no one in my life that did not support or encourage me. Um, but I know that that is a real thing. You will have people that you tell them you're fasting and they will offer you food. They will literally push the food down your throat. That is hater behavior. You will have people that you tell you're working out in the morning and they will try to keep you up late. They will try to keep you in bed. Hater behavior. Okay. There are people that will see you losing weight, see a significant change in your face, body, attitude, and not say a word. Hater behavior. Like people like close relationships, friends, family, loved ones, not like your coworker. They can mind their business, but hey, even if you have a good relationship with your coworker and they're like, "Oh, girl, you looking good." At least they acknowledged and said something nice. Could be nice, right? Um, but if your family and friends and loved ones know you're doing a weight loss journey and they say nothing, hater behavior. If they say you getting too skinny, that's a lie. Hater behavior. If they say your head look too big, you look like a crackhead, hater behavior. Okay, because you don't. You will have to have a truly severe ED to even look like what they are talking about. Okay, um, you would have to be well below 10% body fat to even look like any of what they're talking about. They're haters. They're haters. And they're not concerned. They're not concerned. They just are not used to this version of you. They're not sure how they feel about it, and they don't know if they like it yet. They don't know. Um, and you'll go through that. You'll hear people chiming in with the way you should be losing weight. Oh, you don't have to. You're starved. You don't have to starve. You're doing too much. Meanwhile, they're big as the house that they're sitting in, and they're telling you how to lose weight. Hater behavior. Because I wasn't hearing anything out of your mouth when I was big, fat, and self-loathing. But all of a sudden, you see this change, and now you want to be Dr. Phil. Stay over there and roll out of the couch you came out. Okay, hater behavior. You will come across these things. Um, you'll hear slick comments. Beware of slick comments. All right. I want you to start being more intuitive. Your friend said I'm gonna go look like a crackhead. Yeah, they love throwing out crackheads because here's the thing about crackheads, they move a lot. Okay, they should try it. Crackheads stay on the move. How about that? Try it. Anywho, I want you to become very intuitive in life. And I've started feeling my body. There are things that people say that would usually go over anyone's head. But if it's directed towards you, it'll feel like a jab. Don't ignore that. It is real. What you felt is real. You're not being too sensitive. It's not that you can't take a joke. What you felt in that comment, sly statement, witty retort, joke was real. If you hear it, beware of that person because more is to come. Beware of those people. They will find ways to lower any kind of self-esteem you are trying to build or gain. And they will do it so slyly that you will feel like your efforts are for naught and try to give up. So you could be back to where they're used to having you. Listen to those jabs. They're real. Start picking up on energy. Energy is so real. I have never experienced it more, and I've learned so much in my previous role as as a supervisor in my previous role, okay? I have never been so disliked for my presence in my entire life. And it was so mind-boggling to me how I could be so poorly received for being nice, for being kind, for being helpful, for saying good morning, for putting on makeup 3 a.m. in the morning, for smelling nice, for pressing my pants and looking like a decent, like I just was disliked. And all that turned out to be was that my light irritated their demons. And I had to come to that conclusion. Sometimes your light will irritate demons. And demons, when they find that the light is too bright, they're gonna snuff it out. Since they can't kill you, they'll use their words. Beware. Beware. Because it will show itself in some way, shape, or form. It's one thing if you are attractive. It's another thing if you're slim and attractive. It's another thing if you're slim, attractive, and intelligent. It's another thing if you're slim, attractive, intelligent, and kind. Whew! They'll want to murder you. Because that's just, you are supposed to just stay the fat friend. You're supposed to be the fat and funny one. How dare you remove yourself from the role and become competition? How dare you take away attention from my thing? How dare you move yourself out of the role I placed you in and transform and even have the nerves to look better than? If you're in an environment like that, it's time to elevate because you have literally reached the pinnacle of how much you can grow in that friend group, in that household, with that partner, in that job. If you feel like that, it is time to elevate because that's crabs in a bucket. There really is. And I had never, like, I dreaded going into work. I dreaded when and if you watch my previous vlogs and if y'all been with me for a while, I used to bawl. I used to bawl over that job because I just could not understand why they would treat me like that. And I did nothing to them, you know? It's just how you look, girl. It's just how you look and who you are and what you radiate and how you carry yourself. And it's just different. Especially I'm like in a fucking Orange County. Like this ain't New York City where everybody's somebody. Everybody has something going on. Everybody's like a business owner or, the flyest person on Instagram. Like this is, everybody convenes at Walmart up here. Like me wearing a dress feels like too much up here. It's just wild. Much less, having my makeup done and stepping outside and I know a lot of people live in places in America like that, where putting on shoes with a 2-inch heel feels like doing too much. I hate it here. I hate it here. I want to be cute. But when you look cute, you just look like a spectacle. So annoying. Anyways, so that's about haters. Getting hit on more. Hi, I'm single. um I've never hmm yeah, I've never had an issue attracting the opposite sex, but do I get hit on more? Funnily enough, I am more intimidating. I am, when I tell you, it's, I'm going to say this, I have pretty privilege. I will say that I have pretty privilege and I utilize it. Like I use it to get where I need to go. All right. Um, and men are usually in charge of those doors to get through. Not like I'm sleeping my way to the top, but I just, I'm charming. Um, I look good, and I use it to my advantage to advance in life. That's what you should do as a woman. Fancy up, gussy up yourself, and take advantage of these fool men. Okay, please, I beg you, I beg. All right, it's not manipulation. Take advantage of the fool man them. Okay, pretty up yourself, look good, and step out and take the world's opportunities. All right. When I was big, I was approachable. Now I'm literally out of everyone in this area's league. I am. Meeting everybody thinks I'm just high maintenance. I am, well, I've always looked mature. I look mature. I'm 34. I am intelligent, so I do have an intelligent radiance. So it's like, I could, these people around me here, they're like, she just, she's gonna think I'm dumb. There's been a couple men who I've dated who just fumbled the bag poorly, just fumbled the bag. Like when you are out of someone's league, they want you, but don't know what to do with you. And it is the most unfortunate plight there is. And so many women in Hollywood could tell you that. Models who have been treated like garbage by men. Halle Berry, Beyonce. They are beautiful, stunning, all these stunning, gorgeous women in the world. And men be cheating on them. And not even in celebrityhood. Just think of the prettiest woman you know. How's her dating life? It's not easy. It takes a really secure and confident man to be with an attractive woman. And secure and confident men are very hard to come by. Believe you me. So if you were pretty before and when you were fat and you lose weight and you become a triple threat, and you're single, I'm sorry. Like And then the thing is, you really shouldn't settle. You should not settle. So if it takes longer to find the person who doesn't fumble the bag, it will have to be so, because you can't be looking this good and with the settle. Then what was it for, honey? Who you got to lose weight and be with the one, not the two. You have to be with the one. Don't let men out here be fumbling you after you took all this time to eat lettuce and start. That's not fair. Do not lose weight for losers. Because somebody put that on a shirt. I need, don't lose weight for losers, please. That is against the law, and you will serve time. Time you will never get back. Dating is harder when you're hot in wherever the hell USA. I think I would be okay in Miami. I think I would be okay in California. I'd be okay in a major city in Texas. I did not mention Atlanta. I'd even be okay in New York City. But when it comes to the 90% of America where just you're lucky if you find anybody because you're not on foot, you're not meeting anyone um, that can handle this version of you, you know? It's hard out here. The biggest thing is just don't lose weight for losers. If you're going to lose weight and get ridiculously hot, date until you find someone that is secure and that you feel safe with. And when I say safe, it's not a matter of danger, but a matter of comfort. I feel at home. I don't want to check his phone. I don't want to see where he's at. I don't want to oh, he's looking at other women as they pass by. Like someone you feel safe with. That is my number one, my number two. Number one is respect. And I highly advise if you're single and looking for someone to please, please, please create a list of values that is mandatory from your partner. Not, nah, he's 6'5", he makes six figures. That's wonderful. Okay, that's great. But is he respectful? Is he godly? Is he patient? Patient is a big one for me. I need my man to be patient because sometimes I'm loopy. Sometimes I'm moody. Is he going to wait? Is he going to hold on? Like, create a list of values and filter the person through it. And if any of these values are not seen in this person, move on. All right. Um, Getting hit on more. Do I get no? As I said, I'm just tall and looking out of place in nowhere America. So good luck. Being more of a target for men. Am I more of a target for men since losing weight? I find that it's not easy online dating. Like online dating is just, as soon as I hear the word baby come out of their mouth, delete. I'm not your baby. You don't know me. Don't baby me. Um, I do appreciate when men recognize sweet things on me. I have a nice smile. Oh, your eyes light up when you smile. Um, I love that you run. Things like that. That's wonderful. When they're like, oh, you wearing that dress, mama. Look at them legs. Sir, I just met you. What's your name? Hi. Don't fall for it. But no, I'm not hit on more. I'm looked at a lot more. So let's get into that part. How to get comfortable, Sereno asks, how to get comfortable with getting attention from becoming more attractive when you really aren't comfortable getting attention. Okay, so that last part of the question was a major part. Hi, my name is Colleen. I'm a Scorpio. I'm naturally introverted. And the last thing I like is for people to look at me, believe it or not. It's very, I don't know why. And you know what? I do know why. I do know why. Can I blame this person? I know why, though. It's my mom. My mom. God bless her, but she has really produced some of the worst self-esteem, um, self-value, negative self-talk in me. And if you come from an immigrant household, you'll know the kind of mom I'm talking about. I feel like all immigrant moms have this way of talking to their daughters. And for some reason, it's always our fault. It's never the men. Why do we look like this? Why is your hair like that? How come you never do this? Why you always say that? And this mentality of humility. So not only is she Jamaican, but she's Christian. So humility, be humble. Don't think too highly of yourself. Humble yourself. Humble yourself, which means if I was ever proud of anything, I had to keep it down. If I was too happy about something, I kept it down. Um, and I spent today actually listening to some codependency podcasts because I had to start learning how to truly pour into myself because I have not been single since age 16. And this has been my longest time. I've been like truly single for about a year now. But thank you, can't wait to flex. Oh, yeah, I put you up there. You're so sweet. I have seeked validation through men because I wasn't getting it from myself. I wasn't getting it from my mom. I had my dad, but for some reason, and I was just to say this about my dad. My dad passed away when I was 16, but I was a daddy's girl growing up. I loved my dad immensely. He was my first love. He is the pinnacle of man to me. I was his shadow. My father was extremely patient with me. He never, ever put his hands on me. Some dads be out there beating their kids. My dad never put his hands on me. I was spoiled. I was his baby. And I was very grateful to have my dad as my male figure. All right. But for some reason, all that love was just overshadowed by my mom. My mom's thoughts on who I should be, how I should live, um, what I should do, what I shouldn't do. And because she's obviously outlived my dad, I her voice resonates more in my head. And if you know what I'm talking about, just feel free to chime in. But it's very hard to unlearn. I'm gonna say this. a narcissistic parent's teachings. Okay. I'm not a therapist. I cannot diagnose, but the traits are there where, till this day, I have to prepare myself for my mom's comments. You ever seen a cat be scared? And you know how they make that shape, like, a high arch and their tail is up and their ears are pointed. And every time I have to go around my mom, that's how I feel. I'm super on guard. I'm waiting for the daggers to be thrown. And nothing I ever do is right in her eyes. And so for years, I've tried to finally get the love and admiration from men that I wasn't allowed to get or didn't get from my mom and stopped getting from my dad because he died. So I just sought it from men. And getting attention always felt weird to me because I was supposed to be humble, stay humble. Getting attention, yeah, definitely have to prepare for it. Getting attention, it means something. It really does. And it's okay. It's okay to be seen. I think what we need to unlearn is that we're supposed to hide. Because once again, you remember I told you, don't dim your light to make others shine brighter. Like, that's not fair. Look at all the work you've done. Look at all the work you've done to prepare yourself for this life transition into a slimmer body. And people are noticing it. And that's really cool. Like, who wants to lose weight and not hear anything? Who wants to be so happy in this new body that they have painstakingly worked for and truly deserve and feel like, God, they're looking at me? On this journey, you will have to take time to heal. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place because the thought that attention is not deserved or welcomed, it's not great. If it's too much attention, like unwanted attention, I get it. But you have to understand, here's something I really truly just came to terms with. Women are beautiful. Women are gorgeous. Like, you ever see, like, tell me what a majority of paintings are of. Ain't no stinky men. All these sculptures, they're beautiful, lovely muses that these artists wanted to embody and capture. They took their hands and molded for days the curvature and softness and beauty of a woman's body. Was she stunning or gorgeous? Who knows? To them, oh, the woman's figure was everything, whether she was rotund or slender, Venus de Milo, Mona Lisa. Women are beautiful. Women are beautiful. If you could have that in your brain, that, hey, this person is looking at me not because of my arm fat, soul VSG, but I might look beautiful to them or I'm appealing in their eyes, you get a lot further in life. Okay. I would advise you to do something that makes you uncomfortable just to try it. So for me, um, wearing like strapless, like you see this dress right here, that was uncomfortable for me only because of my upper body. Like I feel very um self-conscious about my upper body. Now some people will be like, What are you talking about? You look amazing." Yeah, but it doesn't stop me from feeling uncomfortable. I have a broad upper body and, kind of like a rectangular shape. My limbs are ridiculously long and I don't look very soft. I look strong, which has always been, something I've battled, but it's beautiful in its own way. Like I've come to terms with it and I realize, oh, there's some people that like this. And for the people that like this, that's who it's for. And if they don't like it, they can look elsewhere. That's not your concern. Stay in your house. I learned to stay in my house, clean up whatever I have to work on, because what other people think of me is none of my business. It's none of my business. I have to learn, we have to learn to stop living for others because they're not paying our bills, they're not solving our problems. Heck, we probably are painting this story in our brain that doesn't even exist. So wear the thing, do the thing, try the thing, whether it's a bodycon dress that you've always wanted to try. You know what kills me? I see some women on TikTok. I love TikTok. I see women on TikTok and they're like, yeah, I know my stomach. Or yeah, I see, I'm trying to hide my back rolls. And meanwhile, all of us in the comments are like, girl, you look so good. I have to I always remember that in my head. We are our own worst critics because externally to other people, we're living their dream. We are their biggest inspiration. We wish we could look like them. We wish we had the confidence. I wish I could look like her. Meanwhile, she's over here thinking about some excess skin that we can't even see. And she's trying to beat us to the punch on mentioning it. That's wild. We're not perfect. Don't ever let social media, the internet, men, these wild ass podcasts that men make ever try to make you feel less than because we're all gorgeous in our own unique way. And so one. Don't forget to hit like if you are watching. I would really appreciate that because I'm trying to get my YouTube numbers up so I could hit 100K this year before I pass away. That would be really nice. Thank you. 100K before I die. Lovely. 100K in 2024, please. But it's okay. It's just like being in the gym. These people are worried about their own workout. They ain't thinking about you. I promise you. Go to the gym, do the thing. The more you do the thing, the more comfortable you'll get. The more those little life lessons, such as self love, will build. We have to create these life lessons in the journey, y'all. You can't just get to skinny and think life will be sweet. You will be sorely mistaken and heavily disappointed. It doesn't work like that. It will never work like that. All right. So that's what happens at your dream weight. It's very fun. You will be so happy you did what it took to get there. Um, there's so many more options in life. You Once you lose weight, you realize everything else is water under the bridge. Like it's just because for me, losing weight was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my entire life. So when I finally lost weight, Everything else was just like, that's easy. Master's degree, I could do that. Run my own business, please. Meet, you know, a prince, I know I can. All the other things just seem minuscule because you've conquered this huge feat that was probably burning your soul for decades. Hopefully, this was motivational, inspirational, and educational. What other nulls can I? I'm going to make some food, maybe like an egg sandwich, honestly, and go do my little incline walk because if you want to melt belly fat, you need to be incline walking. I said what I said. If you want to melt belly fat, you need to be incline walking 30 minutes every day. You're welcome. Um, and I appreciate you all. I will see you the next time I'm free. Maybe Thursday, okay? I appreciate you. Bye.